What's up, everybody? This is Presto
CorporalNosaj,
and you are listening to episode 50 of the Nintendads Podcast. Woo! Damn, we've been at this a hot minute. 50.
I feel like it's been forever.
We're old.
Are we old?
Yes. That's not up for debate. But now the podcast is also old.
George, thanks for liking the stream.
Yo, George, thank you for liking the stream, and thank you, Corporal, for once again stealing my alerts.
I didn't. I have it on my phone.
Oh, yes, your phone is faster than Streamlabs. You are both old.
Yes.
Thank you, George.
Yes,
I mean, that's pretty true. That is pretty true. Oh, Jason, thank you for liking the stream. Yeah, so apologies. I always forget that these are eventually going to make their way to audio.
Jojo!
And that, Mojo Jojo's in the house.
So to preface, this is our podcast stream tonight. So there's no game, so I apologize. But we're going to do our podcast episode. So for those of you who are listening at home, yes, this is a live podcast, so we're going to be responding to people in chat.
Yes, but if you're listening to this on Spotify, Apple, Stitcher, all the things, this is recorded live in front of a live studio audience. But not really, it's just on the internet. Anyway, today's episode, which is episode number 50, is special. So this is sort of our, New Year, new stuff episode, because we have a lot of really cool stuff planned for the new year. And a lot of new games that we want to talk about that we're excited to play. So it's a loose theme. But we wanted to go over it, and we do have a lot of exciting things coming up for the next 50 episodes. Let me actually get my notes up here. What'd you say?
The chat is
Corporal is giving us eye winks for the shots.
Chat is conspiring against us. I am doing no such thing.
They're not. It sounds like they're conspiring against you.
I don't know.
That seems the way of the thing. First announcement, which we've mentioned on stream before, but the first thing we're working on in the new year, we're officially saying it now, so now we actually have to get our asses in gear and do it. But
hold us accountable.
Yes, the Nintendads.com is coming. It's under development. Our own official website. This podcasts grow up so fast. We are actively working on behind the scenes the Nintendads.com, which is going to have a big old archive of all our episodes. We're going to be able to have show links. George says I better get beta access to the website. We're gonna have some written stuff. We're gonna have typed up show notes with links. So when we mention a random game or a random thing, and we're like, oh yeah, we'll link it in a Facebook, and then we never do. We're actually gonna have links to things.
I've seen show notes of a lot of our show notes where I leave dirty comments inside the show notes.
Mm-hmm. That does happen. Yeah. That happens every episode. Links to gear. George wants a drunk montage video and recap. I could make that happen.
Yeah,
we could do that. Maybe we can make that a star goal. A very dangerous star goal.
I feel like that could be our 3-year anniversary recap of all the drunkenness.
Oh, I think we should do that. That sounds like a good idea. So speaking of that type of thing, the other thing that's coming up is we are going to. I want to relive the 10,000 stars that came through. That was, oh my god. I relive it every night when I close my eyes. I have PTSD. My liver hurts.
I smell peanut butter whiskey, and I feel lost.
Oh, I actually was at a little family celebration, and I had some of that peanut butter whiskey last night. Last night, yes.
That's why you were goofy on the phone.
It was delicious. It was delicious. It was good. I am not traumatized by it. I love it. I feel like to do a whole montage of just Corporal as a drunk toddler. No, you couldn't do a whole montage of just Corporal, because Corporal reaches certain points, and I blink, and he's gone. He disappears. He has Houdini magic that gets triggered by alcohol.
And then I don't come back.
Yes, he falls asleep in strange places. But speaking of such shenanigans... Oh, hold on, wait. I don't think we haven't really showed that. You need to bring that closer to the camera.
Oh, what?
This is a thing. This is a thing of beauty right here.
Just realized that it was off, and I was like, wait a minute, why is it off?
Yes. Gorgeous. Shout-outs to Lady Sage bringing the top-tier gifts. Man, amazing. Thank you for coming by.
This actually wasn't Lady Sage. This was Ascension and Ascension's girlfriend, the nurse.
Nice, very nice, tasteful.
Lady Sage got me the headphone hanger, the cell phone case, and the CorporalNosaj drinking cradle that I have over here. All things that are off camera.
But speaking of our drunken shenanigans, we are officially going to start incorporating a more robust selection of stream rewards for future streams. Probably not shots. Besides just shots. So, our good friend... For two reasons. A, because Corporal will not make it to episode 100 if he continues... If the trend continues. No, but so as a little streamer named Chamon, who you all might be familiar with, he pointed out to me that, and maybe I shouldn't be saying this on stream because it's like an admission of guilt. Oh God. Yeah, pour one out for Bob Saget. Hey, Amanda, thank you for the stars. 10 stars does not equal 10 shots. That is not how that works. But cheers to you.
Cheers.
So, Cham pointed out that there's a thing in the Facebook gaming guidelines that explicitly prohibits drinking as compensation for stars or engagement.
Which means we have violated all sorts of things. So
we have violated, yes.
Of you who are listening at home, don't throw us underneath the bus. Wow, I have that.
Are you sure that's just Mountain Dew?
Don't be throwing us underneath the bus here now.
Yeah. So it turns out Amanda said that's why I drink for free. Yeah, I mean that's basically what it's going to turn into, is that we're just going to have to drink heavily on stream, not related to our star donations. You're not going to get us to drink for stars, no sir. That'd be violating terms of service. But every time people give us stars, I get really excited, and when I get really excited, I drink. So we'll see. But we are going to incorporate guidelines and rules only apply if you understand it. That's true. No hablo inglés. But we're going to have some sort of wheel. I think it's either going to be digital or physical or something where if you donate a certain amount of stars, you're going to get the good old spinner. And we're going to have dad jokes. We're going to have like push-ups or some form of exercise, because that's basically torture to us. We're going to have that the person who donates can pick the next song that we play on stream. And because you guys have been so good to us over the past year, we are going to incorporate prizes into our star donation wheel. Probably in the form of eShop gift cards. Maybe we can do some controller giveaways. Maybe we can do some coffee, snacks, things like that, depending on like sponsorships and things. Tom, welcome. Thank you for liking the stream. Are these pirate guidelines where you have to pay attention to them? So it's Facebook guidelines, and they're not hard rules, because if they were hard rules, we would have been banned already. But eventually, if we keep doing this so fragrantly, they're gonna catch us.
Yeah, somebody's gonna catch up. We'll get big enough, and then we'll get caught.
So one chip challenge and spicy peppers to eat. Oh, I don't know. Manda did the one chip challenge and didn't go so hot, or did it?
Tom, welcome.
Tom, thank you.
Tom, naturally, we are a podcast, so today is our podcast episode. So we're doing our podcast live. So hang out, give us some topics to talk about. We've got some things that we have going on.
Daughter said, "Can I join the giveaway?" I heard snacks.
I heard snacks.
But yeah, so we're going to be doing some giveaways related to star donations, and probably some giveaways that I'm thinking pretty dress stream. Oh, that's a good idea. Your ladies could help. Why do we need the ladies? We can't dress pretty?
Yeah, we can dress pretty. That
would be funny. I know Cham does the pickle. I did it on an empty stomach. Don't do it on an empty stomach. So we're going to have some prizes and stuff. Are you on Spotify? We are. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple. We're basically on everything. We are hosted by Anchor, but Spotify bought Anchor. Sure. So we're on Spotify like double now. Ooh. The ladies to do your makeup. That's a good one.
If you assume that I can't do my own smoky eye, you can back up.
Listen, go back to the Halloween stream. You'll see my eyeliner for Jack Sparrow. I did that myself.
We are
years of practice.
Skilled, confident men.
Anyway. So yeah, we have more prizes coming this year. Last giveaway of game code promotion. I won, then it was given away from me. Let's see if Corporal holds his end of the deal and takes me out to lunch. You won a Switch game, but you don't have a Switch.
Yeah. Do it now.
But you owe George lunch, so that's...
I do.
That's between you Floridians.
I mean, it's his birthday that just passed, so happy birthday to King.
Oh, yeah, happy birthday. Besides, so we got the website. It's coming. Nintendads.com.
Website coming.
We got new stream rewards. We're going to have more guests this year. We already have our next guest lined up, and we're working on a cool episode.
No. Amanda says no balls.
We'll get there, Amanda. Yeah, we're going to try to make an effort to have more guest episodes. We have a very special episode coming up that's sort of it's a themed episode. So like we've done in the past, it's not about a specific game, but it's about an attribute of adult gaming. And I'm very excited for it because I have known the guest that will be on a very long time.
They are calling me out. Jesus.
Jeez, that is a specific... Oh, man. Chat is brutal.
Right?
You guys do need to do a Florida meetup.
I mean,
there's two areas of the world that have the highest concentration of Nintendads viewers, and it's Florida and the Philippines. So, you drop an F in the chat for Florida, because that's way closer. So what's next here? Recurring segments. We're going to try and bring back and keep back recurring segments.
So all of our podcasts in the very beginning had a structure to them, and things like what we're drinking, what we're recently playing, our dad joke, and our side quest segments. And some of those things came and went and came and went and came and went and never came back, and then came again. So we're gonna re-bring back our structure to our episodes. So there will be, I guess, timestamps if there's something specific that you wanted to look out for.
Yeah, the
I
main
once a week, not as exciting as you would think.
Need to meet up, Presto? Absolutely, yes. The next time I'm in Florida, the next time you're up in like the tri-state area, we will definitely meet up and obligatory go out for drinks, and both of us will probably regret it.
Oh my god!
Flip, that's what she said.
Oh.
I've been here less than a week, and I like what I've seen on the stream so far. Oh, Tom, you are just at the tip of the iceberg. You have not seen any drinky streams yet, which will happen, just not for direct monetary compensation. Facebook. Yo, Hero! Thanks for coming in.
Welcome.
But yeah, the segments we're gonna try and keep in our episodes, like actual segments in our episodes, is we kind of have kept what we're playing. Like we always talk about that.
Sometimes.
We're gonna try and go over more of what we're playing with our kids, because
We
we're
are
Nintendads.
Nintendads.
We very much neglect what we're playing with our kids. In direct contrast to Hero saying in all caps, "Drinking stream again." Hero, we're doing Genshin. Can you message me? Shoot me a direct message, and I'll answer you after the show. But we're doing. I just got in here, and first thing I hear is drinking stream. Yes.
They said clips are deactivated. Did you deactivate clips?
No, I don't have the power to deactivate clips. You have to do ! Clip. Yeah, with no space. And that will generate. It takes a minute. It's slow.
It says clipping isn't supported on this video.
Huh. That's weird.
That's lame.
I wonder if it's because when we do episodes, I don't set a game because we're not playing a game, and it usually reverts to the last game that you played, but I didn't put in a game, so maybe it didn't work. Wait, I got an idea. Maybe use a different platform like Twitch, stream there for donations, and Twitch can be for drinking. I'm pretty sure someone deactivated clipping? No.
JoJo's like, I think I know how clipping works.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
She's the admin.
I clip myself. I clip our shows all the time. I don't know why clipping's not working. That's really
Something
weird.
must have gotten messed in the stream setup. We'll have to go into the Facebook settings and figure out what happened.
I didn't do it.
You did it. I swear it's you.
I didn't. But Hero, we are going to be doing our first both of us playing Genshin on Friday, and we desperately need your help. And I'm going to try and get with Cham to see if he can help us too. But I'll shoot me a message, and we'll talk.
You're a level 9, and I'm a level 6. So we got some ways to go.
I think we can get there, because I'm probably going to stream Genshin tomorrow.
Okay.
And we'll get there. But
Jeez,
yeah, so we are going to try and talk more about what we're playing with our kids. And also what we're drinking. Don't get too excited. Try drinking something maybe that will activate Mountain Dew. I'm just drinking good old-fashioned cold water out of my super cool
something
Nintendads.
that I am going to be scared to show on stream.
Oh! I'm so excited. I don't know. I have no idea what it is, but I'm excited because Jason's afraid.
So, this is my drinking horn that I got for Christmas.
Lord. Why would you show this?
And this is habanero infused vodka with the mangoes and habaneros in it. So, we should not be taking advantage of these things. They should not be used on stream because it violates the guidelines. That's
Game of Thrones horn. It does. For everybody listening to this episode after the fact, it does look like a Game of Thrones horn. Corporal is in fact a wildling. Florida is in fact north of the wall, even though it's south of everything else. That vodka looks great. Yeah. Oh man. I am not responsible for what happens in the rest of this episode. I don't know why you showed that in the beginning of the episode. You could have waited till the end.
You said what we're drinking. I mean, maybe that's what we're drinking. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm drinking Mountain Dew. I that's what we're drinking in this episode.
Presto, make him do it for my birthday. You know nothing, Jon Snow. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that. I've been drinking. I shamefully admit this, but I have been drinking Stoke cold brew because I've been too lazy to make my own.
Cold brew coffee?
Yes, cold brew coffee. I usually do a big gallon of it, a big gallon of cold brew. Even though it's like 20 degrees here in New Jersey, I still drink cold coffee.
Yeah, it's cold here in Florida, and I've been drinking cold coffee.
You know nothing, Corporal Snow. But yeah, so I've been drinking the pre-made cold brew has come a really long way since cold brew has become like more popular.
Okay, I'll believe you.
So, yeah.
So, for the intro of this episode, so far we have knocked out the fact that we're going to be bringing in the Nintendads.com. We're going to be bringing in new and better stream rewards for star donations. We're going to have more guests on the show and more reoccurring segments in our episodes, like playing with our kids and what we're drinking, as well as our normal side question, and our dad joke segment. So keep looking out for our future episodes. This way you can see all the great new fun things that we have in store for you.
Yeah. But now, the most important part of what's going to happen in the new year, the games.
Every other Monday night.
Damn games.
About twice a month, there is an episode that we live stream.
Yes.
And there is a backlog of live streams that are on our Spotify, Facebook, and I'm
49 episodes to be exact.
I'm slowly uploading them to YouTube as well, so
and
bear with me.
I'm almost caught up on Anchor. The audio is always behind because we started doing them live on Facebook, and then to get them on the audio platforms, we have to like rip the audio off of Facebook and then re-upload, and I have to create custom art and all this stuff. I'm not just lazy, it's actually a lot of work. You're gonna
see chat. I'm ignoring chat right now.
Oh God. Someone always have 911 ready when Corporal starts drinking that. Yes.
I hate super spicy things as it is. And vodka has a spice to it, like a burn to it as on top of it. So like this is not something that you'll get.
Who gave that to you as a gift?
My name is Jeff.
Oh, he's trying to kill you. That makes sense. So the most pertinent thing, the most pertinent game.
My butthole will be on fire from drinking that, according to George.
By the way, if you are listening to this on Spotify or wherever you might be listening, if you go on our Facebook page and watch the episode,
it'll make more sense.
You can actually see the chat. So the chat is on screen. I'm actually going to make it bigger because it's hilarious. The chat does show up on screen, so you can come back and see all the fun.
It'll make more sense.
New games we'll be playing.
Woo,
the first new game is one that I was always mildly interested in. I played it when it first came out, but there's been... Hero has bullied us into playing it. Cham has bullied us into playing it. So a lot of people have requested that we start playing it, and we started playing it, and it's a lot of fun. Genshin Impact. Let's talk about this.
Genshin Impact is like if Breath of the Wild was forced to be
microtransactions.
An online MMO?
No, not an MMO. It is not an
MMO.
I'm ignoring Chad Corporal 2022. That could be a shirt. We're also probably going to do merch at some point.
More merch, yeah.
And I'm sure we can get a still shot of Corporal like face after a shot, like, and then I'm ignoring Chad. I like.
So Genshin Impact has a Breath of the Wild art style and very similar Breath of the Wild combat mechanics, but it's Korean, right? If I'm not mistaken, it's not Japanese.
Is it Korean or Chinese?
Oh, maybe.
I'm
I
not
thought
sure.
I don't know to be exact, but it's fun. We're going to be live streaming it. I live streamed it on my Sunday stream. CorporalNosaj does a Sunday stream. Presto does a Tuesday stream, and then we do a joint Friday stream. So Presto's going to be playing it on Tuesday by himself, and then on Friday we're going to be playing it together.
Which I'm curious, just quick poll of everybody in chat. Would you rather me play Genshin on Tuesday, or should I buy Monster Hunter Rise for PC and stream that on Wednesday? Monster Hunter... Oh, I could do polls. I forgot. We can actually do polls.
Active poll in
Yeah,
the chat.
I don't know how to do it, but I've seen Sham do it, and I know we can do it. And
That's
Facebook's...
what JoJo is for. We
JoJo.
need to hire JoJo.
JoJo says Genshin.
I mean, she knows what's up.
Ooh,
JoJo knows what's up.
Interesting. Anyway, this actually lets us set up a stream schedule.
Hero says that he will wait for Sunbreak. He's not going to do the PC. He wants to focus on Genshin. Tom says Genshin. You already streamed Rise on the Switch. Don't you bother.
Okay, pretty clear. I'm glad. I was leaning towards
decided.
that. I'm glad I've made the right decision. Let's see. Live producer. There we go. Okay, so Genshin.
Yeah.
We're going to play a whole bunch of Genshin this year. That's sort of our new game.
That's my resounding as well, Tom. My reasoning as well.
Poll. Oh, here we go.
Did you figure out how to do a poll now that you don't need to do a poll anymore?
Yes, but I'm going to do it anyway, just because I can.
So while you're figuring that out,
Yes.
So obviously we're going to be playing Genshin Impact, and once we get up and rolling, we're going to continue to play Genshin Impact and Monster Hunter, and we'll probably rotate between those two because those two streams have been our most popular streams that we've done.
Pour one out for the Halo campaign that's getting
killed.
Cut off.
Been playing Halo campaign on my Sunday stream, and like nobody seems to care about it. So I'll just play Halo on my own. Screw you people. Anyway, in the near future, there is another game that's coming out that Presto will not allow us to run and hide from, and that is Splatoon 3.
Dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun.
Which is an online multiplayer game.
Yo, I'm pumped. Oh, look, my poll works.
Yeah, I see it.
Look at it go. I'm going to vote how I feel. I'm going to vote for what I want to vote for.
So, Splatoon 3, when that comes out at some point, we'll also be playing that. There is a game that's coming soon that I want to play so bad, and it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge.
Yes.
So when that comes out, we'll be adding that to our stream lineup, which means we'll probably have to play less Monster Hunter if I had my way. But we'll see. Neon White is also on the horizon, and so is Breath of the Wild 2, which you'll guarantee will be on my Sunday stream. So if you really like Breath of the Wild and you want to watch me play Breath of the Wild 2, when that finally releases, keep an eye out, and Corporal will at the very least be playing Breath of the Wild 2 with you.
Yeah. Something else that I'm mildly curious about. We'll have to see. It's in the cards. Have y'all heard of Chocobo GP? It's coming out March 10th. It's basically Final Fantasy characters in Mario Kart. So it's like a kart racer. You get items. You do things like all things. Oh, JoJo said you stream at a weird time on Sunday, so she always misses you. But Chocobo GP is coming out March 10th. I'm kind of interested. Yes, Hero knows it. I'll do anything to get people to stop asking me to play Mario Kart at this point. Which is interesting. The animal characters of Final Fantasy. Oh, okay, so it's not like Cloud Strife and Sephiroth or like going karting. They don't get down like that. But it's like a Cactuar versus a Mog versus a Chocobo. I'm down with it. It looks fun. Also, I don't know if anybody saw this, but in today's news, it was confirmed that the new Mario Kart is in active development and will feature a new twist on the series.
A new twist?
A new twist. That was what was said, is a new twist. They didn't say mechanic, they didn't say feature, they said twist. So maybe M. Night Shyamalan is involved.
Which means you're going to get to the finish line and you'll realize you'd been going backwards the whole time.
Yeah, something like that. I think so. New twists. Let's do some speculation real quick. What could they be adding to Mario Kart?
There is a type of shell that allows you to throw it at a character that's in front of you, and if you hit them, you swap positions with them.
That's a new item, though. That's like one new thing. No, but I think if they're gonna say it's gonna incorporate a new twist, because it's definitely gonna have new items. Every Mario Kart has new items, but a new twist implies that it's going to be a variation of the format. Sega characters could be. A lot of people say that it's going to be more of a Super Smash Brothers type thing, where it's not just Nintendo characters, and then it's going to have a billion characters, third party. I think that's very possible. First person Mario Kart.
That's okay. Like, whatever, sure. That's... I don't mind. Characters available in the game doesn't change the game. Like, it just adding a different character. Like, that's...
But third party characters have never been in Mario Kart.
Okay, so...
Like, that would be a new twist.
Yeah, but it's just a new character. Like, that's not that exciting. Like,
that's true.
You want to drive people to a platform and drive people to a specific game. Like, something about the game has to be exciting.
Okay, ready? Customizable... Well, I guess they kind of already do that. But, like, skins. Like, truly customizable, like, loadouts and stuff. It could be that they're going to have different vehicles. They're going to have planes, like from Diddy Kong Racing. That would be sick. Maybe...
Jojo, to answer your question in chat, a lot of times, that's because I'm playing it, and then the hour goes by, and nobody has shown up, so I've just abandoned you all. There's no love for Corporal on Sunday. Although the Genshin stream on Sunday was fabulous.
Yes, because you streamed later, though, too.
I did stream later.
What if the next Mario Kart is free to play? And it's run more as a live service racing game.
Okay, a live service
I don't think Nintendo would do it, because they suck at that.
I would be interested in a live service racing game where every season they bring in new maps and new areas.
Yeah. It would be a very contemporary thing. They could do new racers as DLC, new karts, new aesthetic things. Open world Mario Kart. Oh, God.
Gosh. I mean...
That would be...
Like GTA style, you pull up to a certain street so that you can get onto a
That
race.
would actually be pretty dope. Open world Mario Kart.
Interesting.
It would be, if it's going to be a variation on the series, because there's like a thing in the world of like sequential things. Mario Kart, like New Riders Republic. I love Riders Republic. I love me some Riders Republic. People who make series of things have a weird thing about the number 9. There's a very strong psychology. Jep, thank you for liking the stream. There's a very strong and weird specific psychology around number 9. Because when you see the number 9, your brain goes, oh, number 9. Well, the only reason 9 is important is because 9 is almost 10. So I'm just going to wait for 10. So I think if they're going to change it enough, it's going to be Mario Kart Horizons or Mario Kart Infinite or Mario Kart Ultimate or Mario Kart some vague grandiose
other
name.
Games are coming out around this time that Nintendo is producing, and what kind of mechanics and twists do they have? Because Nintendo has a habit of, like, when there's a new shiny thing, they will incorporate into some of their other platforms. Case in point, Breath of the Wild did really well, and now they're doing the Pokemon Breath of the Wild idea.
Yeah, open world. It's funny because they are exactly like 5 years behind everyone else. When GTA did open world and all these open world games came out, and then Breath of the Wild did it. Mario Kart out for blood. Rated M for Mario. Well, I gotta get close. Hold on. I gotta crank the gain. Hold on. Rated M for Mario. It's a little treat. It's a little treat for the audio-only people out there. Yeah, so I'm curious to see what it'll be. It could literally be that all the kart racers are just minimalism blocks of different colors, and it would be an upgrade to me over Mario Kart 8. I am so sick of Mario Kart 8. It's stupid. I always get hit by the shells.
So we're talking about Juggling Racing, March 10th. If you played Final Fantasy and you like birds and running, like that could be your next thing.
You like birds.
But
what else? What else are we going to be playing this year?
We will, at some point, and I hate to have to say this, but at some point, no, don't me. We will. I will fly up to New Jersey and wrap my tiny little fingers around your throat. We will be playing Halo co-op on Legendary at some point. We have to.
Okay.
We have to.
That's going to be a drinking stream. Oh my god. Oh! You drink every time you die. Oh my god.
Oh, we'll be dead. On Legendary, the amount of snipers that are on the map, you'll be done for.
Now you have me for co-op. Now you've found my... That's there's no way I'm playing Halo multiplayer or Halo co-op without making it a drinking game. That's my condition.
Fine.
That is my condition. You be dead in real life. No respawns. It's true.
And then, obviously, this summer is going to be Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak.
Sunbreak? I'm so excited.
Wants us to play Sunbreak. We've heard about Sunbreak enough.
Nobody wants to play Sunbreak. Nobody wants us to play Sunbreak more than me.
That's probably true.
911, I'd like to book 2 appointments. Oh my gosh, that's funny. That would be a good idea for a skit. Should be like, 911, what's your emergency? Do you guys take reservations? Excuse me? Yeah, we're having a drinking stream on this Friday night, and King George is going to be there, and I have a new bottle of whiskey, and Corporal has a horn. Do you guys take reservations? We're thinking probably like 9:30, 10 the latest.
Stream starts at 8:30. You want to have the reservation for like 10, just when you need it.
Yeah, it takes 15 minutes to get there. 5 minutes if you take an ambulance. We're gonna need 2 beds and 2 banana bags. Yes, possibly a suture kit. Yeah. So obviously Sunbreak. I could talk up and down about Sunbreak. So good. I want it. I want it now. But I do kind of waxing poetic about Sunbreak and Rise. How do you think Rise has aged? Because I know we've done our Rise review.
First off, we're having this conversation about how do you think Rise has aged?
Yeah.
The game hasn't even been out for a full year yet.
I know, but look, a lot of the complaints when Rise came out was that it was too short, it was too easy. When you beat the game, there was nothing to do. Which some of those complaints, I think, still stand up. But I think with the way that I have consistently added event quests and that they got the message that Rise was too easy and there's not enough endgame stuff, they killed 2 birds with 1 stone by adding event quests after event quest after event quest that were truly challenging. It's Corporal in 4D. His nose is coming out. Ooh, the closer I get to my camera, actually the lighting actually looks appropriate. Maybe I need to be real close. But yeah, we're gonna start doing all our episodes this close to the camera.
Oh my god, my nose looks huge in the replay. Oh.
What do you mean in the replay? Corporal, if your game was a face, your nose would be DLC.
Oh!
Does not come included. You gotta pay extra. I'm sorry. That was a cheap shot, but it just can't. It went into my brain and I couldn't not say it. That's okay. My obnoxious glasses would also be DLC, so that's fair.
And right now, so is your hair.
Nintendads up close. Yeah, I think the event quests and how steady and consistent with them, and that they've been getting really hard. I think it's and the Elder Dragons, the 3.0 update. Well, I guess Elder Dragons were 2.0, and then Valstrex was in 3.0. I imagine the Apex event quest, it was easy. I only got it in November, and most of the events were already there. Yeah, so all those event quests have been added every single week since the game came out. And depending on... need some ointment for that burn. Depending on how much you play, like, if a couple of those event quests get stacked up, like, it becomes a good amount of time to go through the backlog and do all the quests. Like, there's still plenty of event quests that I haven't done. But I think adding the Elder Dragons rounded out the game and gave people a reason to care about their hunter rank. I think the event quests keep people coming back. I do wish the event quests had actual new armor sets, not just layered armor sets, like legit equipment from some of these Apex monsters. But it's kept me playing. So the PC version, though, is going to bring... There's been so many people who played World who don't have a Switch, who have been waiting for the PC version to come out for Rise. And I think that's going to bring a lot more people into Rise and hopefully generate a lot more conversation. I think it's going to be like a second win for the game. Miss Hale, welcome in. Thank you for liking the stream.
It most certainly will be a second win for the game, without a doubt, because you're right. There's a lot of people who did not get Monster Hunter because they did not have a Switch. So it will, without a doubt, open up the player base to a whole new audience, which is great. You're not adding anything new to the game other than graphics and voice chat. I don't think it's worth the dollar value for me to buy the game again. But you're right, you have a point. There is an entire category, there's an entire market of players who want this type of game who have not been able to get it because it was exclusive to the Switch.
Yeah.
So
Tom has a good point. After playing Rise, he thinks they're keeping the next layered armor parts, or the next armor and everything for Sunbreak, for the next rank. And I agree with that, yeah.
That's probably right. And so there's my next question. You're releasing Monster Hunter Rise on PC. They saw how quickly players burned through the Switch version of the game. Are they going to release Sunbreak for the PC at the same time they're releasing Sunbreak for the Switch?
Yes.
Because they now see the pacing at which
they are. Sunbreak is launching for the Switch and the PC at the same time.
So there may be, maybe this is foretelling, there may be an aspect of the game that will be added with Sunbreak that will, like voice chat or something, that will help bring the Switch level up to the same rate as PC, maybe close, maybe something.
Maybe. They might add bigger lobbies. That's been talked about, potentially adding bigger lobbies. Cool. I mean, the big thing in Sunbreak is going to be Master
for us,
Rank.
That would be great. Make the lobby 6 count instead of 4 count.
Yeah, I mean, you'd probably still be locked into doing 4 hunter quests, but having the lobby and the overworld be interesting if they made it 8, because then you could have 2 full hunting parties, right?
Yeah.
You could have Group A go on a quest, Group B go on a quest, swap, do everything.
Group
yeah,
A and B land at the same territory, but questing for 2 separate monsters, and then join together to take on the third.
That would be sick, but I don't think that's gonna.
Right.
I don't think that would happen. That would be really cool, though.
Right.
I
Group
will
A
say
hunts monster Okay.
If PC had cross-play or cross-progression, it'd be an instant buy for me.
That makes sense to me because now you're getting access to everything you had that you've already put onto, as well as the enhanced graphics and the voice chat. And if you want to jump back to the Switch, you're not losing anything.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. But they won't ever do that.
They've said that it's not supported, they can't do it, and they have no plans to do it, so I don't think it's going to happen.
Not happen.
But did World have? I don't think World had cross progression either, because World was on PlayStation and PC, and there was no cross progression.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, so I'm still undecided. I'm not going to get it on Wednesday and stream it on Wednesday because I'm going to stream against Genshin. Yeah, World didn't, but I might get it. I want to see it in HD. I want to play it. I want to feel it. It's so good. And there might be a huge shift of people. Like, if this is... How about this? If I'm streaming Rise, and I have my lobby ID, and I get multiple people in every stream saying, I'm playing on PC, oh, I can't play with you because you're playing on Switch, that will be the sign that I need to get the PC version and stream the PC version for a while.
I feel like for you'll have two people, and that'll be enough wind to push you over the edge. Just saying.
It's not up to me, though, is it?
That's like saying I'm going to go buy a burrito if it rains in Florida.
I mean, that sounds like sound logic, because it rains almost every day, and I love burritos, so yeah. Duh. This was an interesting point that you put in the notes, Corporal. So when we did our review of Rise, we had two very close friends, Cham and Sir Snorkelbum, and you put, are either of them still playing Rise?
This was what I thought was the best barometer for this game. You have Cham, who started a good portion of his streaming on Monster Hunter and came to us as a guest on our podcast for Monster Hunter Rise as being the authority of how much he enjoyed this game. And then you had Sir Snorkelbum, who was the authority on all things Monster Hunter, because he had played since the original series and he knew the history in and out for a long time. And they both came onto our stream, came onto our podcast, were guests. We talked about Monster Hunter Rise on every aspect and level. It was completely geeked out on this game.
Speaking of geeks, thank you for the triple like. Geeky-sama.
Geeky.
Appreciate you, thank you.
So they both came on the stream, and they both talked to us about this game. And unfortunately, up until yesterday, they had not played any of the games recently at all.
Yeah, I was gonna say Cham did stream Rise the other day, but it's been a really long time.
It was tonight, wasn't it?
No, Jay streams. Thanks for coming by. What's up? He did. It wasn't tonight. It was a couple nights ago because Genshin had server maintenance. So he fired up Rise. He did say that he is getting Rise and he is going to play it and stream it, the PC version.
Yeah, on Wednesday he's going to play the PC version. So, he's riding that hype train because of the new release, and I respect that.
That makes me want to do the same thing.
I'm telling you, they did not play the game the way we played the game this entire time, and there's a reason for it.
So Cham and Snork both played. They have 100 hours on me, easily on me.
Sure. Yeah.
I played a lot in the beginning, and then I played a moderate amount, and then I took a break for probably 2 months, and then I don't know, probably November I got heavy back into it. and I've been playing it like at least a couple times a week since. I've been streaming it. There was like the month of like November, I started playing it, but then I played Dead Cells and I played some other games that came out. But I've been playing it, streaming it regularly. What do you mean they didn't play it the way you both do? So I've like kind of stuck. I didn't play it as much in the beginning as they did, but I've basically been playing it since release, except for that like month and a half, 2 month gap where I took a break. No cross saves. No, there's no cross saves. There's no cross play. There's no nothing with Switch and PC. They're totally separate. So totally separate games.
So Tom, they both Snorkel and Cham played the game religiously and exclusively for a long time. We did our episode as a review of the game, like 2 months after it came out.
Yeah, it was pretty shortly after it came out.
And shortly after that, the two of them tapered off from playing the game. We continued to play the game on and off at least once on every one of our streams, but they both lost interest in Rise. And to me, that says something about the game. That says something about whether or not Rise is that amazing of a game.
See, I think if they released Rise, I mean, the end game is not there, right? And I didn't play. Oh, I thought you meant in game they were doing something different to all of us. No. They don't cart as much as us. I would say that's the difference. It's hard to compare because I didn't play World. If anybody who is in the chat can offer some perspective, I'd be interested to see if World was the same. So, like, when World came out, people played World, they beat World, World didn't have that much endgame content, and they went back to, like, GU. And then Iceborne came out, like, a year later, just like Sunbreak is coming out a little bit longer than a year later after Rise came out, and Iceborne added basically a whole nother game and the good endgame content. And then people who all had beaten World and said there was nothing left to do in World came back, did Iceborne. Iceborne was supported forever, and it became like World Iceborne, the whole package, the full game, good in-game content, good challenge. I hope that is going to be the case with Rise and Sunbreak. Especially because I think Rise received more harsh criticism towards being incomplete and being less challenging and having no endgame content compared to World.
If that's the case, then Sunbreak has to be massive.
Yeah. I mean, that's literally the word they used to describe Sunbreak, as a massive expansion.
Yeah, but to me that means that they're going to give you, let's say the base game is 80 hours of play, throwing a number out there. That, to me, when they say it's massive, it's going to be 60 hours of play.
It needs to whatever campaign or whatever like thing, that section needs to be longer than the original Rise story.
Don't think it'll happen.
It has to be the original Rise story. You can do like in an afternoon. It's so short with the village quest. It has to be longer than the village quests. And then it has to have good, challenging endgame content. I have a feeling that would be the case, too. I couldn't imagine playing the hours I have in World without Iceborne. So with World, Iceborne is the heavy hitter. You play World, but you stay for Iceborne. I'm hoping that Rise is the same.
They need to make Sunbreak epic. And I just don't think that it's going to happen.
I think it's going to happen. Ye of little faith. Ye of little faith.
You've been drinking the Kool-Aid.
Who just crafted his first Pierce set yesteryear. Barely have hair on that armor set, boy. So I have high hopes for Sunbreak. I'm an optimist. I also think Splatoon 3 will be good. I hope Splatoon. I have way more confidence and optimism towards Sunbreak than I do for Splatoon 3.
Hey.
By a lot.
Splatoon 2 did a lot of good things, but Splatoon 2 changed too many important things. Splatoon 1...
They fumbled the ball.
Splatoon 1 was close to near perfect compared to Splatoon 2. I think they are regressing, and I think some of that regression is the same issue that a lot of people have with Halo, is that they're trying to focus too much on the competitive play.
Well, Splatoon has always been focused on competitive play.
Yeah, okay.
Focusing on the wrong aspects of competitive play.
Yes, yeah.
Right now, Splatoon 3, from the very limited amount, and this is like the hottest take, my opinion, super premature, but everything that I've seen so far, Splatoon 3 looks like a reskin of Splatoon 2. Maybe not a reskin, but like it looks like an update to Splatoon 2. There's nothing... Yeah. Splatoon 2 added the dodge roll with the dual pistol things. They added a bunch of new mechanics. Splatoon 3 has like new weapons and new maps. It looks like an update to Splatoon 2.
Splatoon 3 needs to go back to Splatoon 1 gunplay and mechanics.
Yes, all they need to do to make Splatoon 3 is good. They don't have to add anything. They just have to make it more like Splatoon 1 in mechanics, and I'd be 100% call that a win.
If they were to do that, Splatoon 3 were to go back to Splatoon 1 mechanics and give us the flair that they promised to give us with the new story and the new worlds, the new maps, then they will have a compelling game that will sell them money and keep players in. But if they continue to go down the path like they did with Splatoon 2, it will not be worth it, and it's going to drop off.
And they need... This is the most I've ever heard the word Splatoon. They absolutely need to change the formula for upgrading armor and making sets. Wait, Tom, you've not played Splatoon? Now, despite the fact that we're ragging on it a little bit, Splatoon, yo, Flo, what's up? Marvin, hold on. I got my little guy right here. Got my little guy right
mine.
here.
Where's mine? Oh, here he is.
Nope. Oh my gosh. Dude, Splatoon is amazing. Look at that. Come on, focus. Focus on the right thing, camera, for once in your life. Yes. Splatoon is like so dope. So dope. Yeah, Splatoon. So when I got my Switch for Smash Brothers Ultimate. But then I got Splatoon 2 because I played the shit out of Splatoon 1. And Splatoon 2 quickly became one of my favorite. This.
Jace streams, I hear you. Totally.
People who talk trash about Rise forget how bad Base World was. Yeah, that's. I never played Base World. Like without Iceborne. Like, I mean, I guess I haven't gotten to Iceborne, but like I don't know how it was received with World. Oh boy, I think if I was in Platoon 2 and 3, it would make a lot of money. Thank you, Mr. Borelli. Coming in, dropping the knowledge. I agree. If they gave a Bernie DLC pack in Splatoon 2, it would have saved the game.
Yes.
He'd have like a mustache, like paintbrush. Go like.
Sort by time played. Splatoon is.
Oh man, oh that's easy. I'm predicting Splatoon. Let's see, sort by time played. It's gotta be number 2 or 3 for me. Sort by time played. Yep. Yeah.
It's not even on my list.
You are a bastard.
Mario Kart is up higher before Splatoon 2.
Ew, shame. Look at that. That's what you like to see. That's a respectable top 4 right there. Well, maybe not with Smash being the first one. But Smash, Splatoon 2, Rise, which with Sunbreak will most assuredly lap Splatoon 2, Streets of Rage, Minecraft, Rocket League? Look it! I played the Rise demo more than I played Sword or Shield and Animal Crossing.
That's kind of funny.
That's surprising. Is that Streets of Rage? Hell yeah, that's Streets of Rage. We did a full episode on Streets of Rage. We actually teamed up with the developers and did a giveaway for the Streets of Rage 2 DLC, Mr. X Nightmare.
Yes, we did.
Shout out to .emu, Guard Crush Games, and Lizard Cube for making it happen. I remember I said that about 1,000 times that month.
How come I don't have Splatoon on here?
No way. Yeah. If you go back, what was our Streets of Rage episode? Do you remember?
I can tell you. Hold on. Boom. It was in phase 2. So
I don't remember which episode it was.
I got it. Hold on.
Oh wow. I'm looking at the stream. Oh, I can actually put this? Oh, this is dope. So here's the results of the poll, which we already knew the results of.
Episode 39. It came out in July, around July 28th, which was my birthday, nonetheless. Streets of Rage 4 Mr. X Nightmare Review. It was just after the OLED Switch release, which came out in the beginning of July. So it's near the end of July is when we did the review for it.
Yeah, I still use my Mega Drive 2 for Streets of Rage 2 from time to time. Oh, that's awesome. Tom, If you have not played Streets of Rage 4 on the Switch, Streets of Rage 4 is so good. It's literally my fourth most played game behind Smash, Splatoon, and Monster Hunter. It's amazing. It's so good.
Just when I bought Splatoon digitally, and it's not in
Corporal lost Splatoon 2.
How is that possible?
We played Splatoon 2 for our first year anniversary stream before everybody got very drunk.
Yeah. And if I go to eShop, it does show that it's been purchased.
You either archived it or it's on an SD card that you swapped out.
No, it's been archived.
Oh, you bastard. You double bastard. Bastard 2.
I wonder why I archived it. I'm going to re-download it just so I can see what my time spent on the game is.
Yeah, so before we close this episode out, we do want to look back. Thanks for the recommendation. I only have Rise on the Switch, as all my other games are on PS4, so I mean that. Streets of Rage 4 is on PlayStation as well. Yep. So
I think, and I could be wrong because I'm an Xbox guy, but Xbox Live membership gave you access to Streets of Rage 4. So I assume if you still have your PlayStation Plus, it may be something that you have access to, but you won't get access to Mr. X Nightmare DLC because that's almost a whole other game add-on in itself.
Yeah.
So definitely check it out, though.
Yeah, Streets of Rage 4 has, the full story, everything you'd expect. Awesome. Mr. X Nightmare basically adds a roguelike mode where you go through randomly generated enemies and stages, you get power-ups, and you get unlockable moves for the different characters. And now I want to play Streets of Rage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but before we close this episode out,
get it on the Switch and we can play.
Yeah, if you get it on the Switch, we'll definitely play. I'm down. We do retro night.
Yep.
We do fists. What was it? Fisticuff Fridays or something? We did this couple Streets of Rage streams.
Fisticuff Fridays. Yep.
Streets of Rage is a great game to play while you're drinking too. It's just like arcade brawler style. Yeah. Before we close it out, Corporal put this little list together of things that.
So it has been about 110 days since the last time we had a Nintendo Direct where they announce new games. It's in comparison, the last time we had a Direct prior to that was almost a year. We had a bunch of mini Directs that came out in between, but it was almost a year before they had that full-fledged Direct. And now we're at 110 days since the last time we've had another Direct.
We're due.
We are due for a direct. So I wanted to, in the spirit of the new year, take a look back at the last direct and what things that we were excited about that we hyped up in that direct episode that we are now looking at here in 2022 retrospectively and being like, was that direct worth it? So from that direct, there were several things that were announced that we had called out. The first one that I have on here is Fall Guys on the Switch.
Where is it?
What happened?
It's not there.
You promised it.
It never came out.
Nintendo, you promised it.
Fall Guys dropped the ball.
I'm looking at my watch. It's been over 100 days and you still don't have it. I don't know what you're doing.
No Fall Guys.
No Fall Guys. Plants vs. Zombies was announced for the Switch.
Wasn't that Battle for Neighborville?
Yep.
That came out. That's out.
But nobody cares about it.
Nobody cares about it.
Its download rate is low. Its star rating or whatever review rating is low on the Switch. It's like, for a game who did really well on the Xbox platform, I'm surprised by it.
Well, because it's also like an online multiplayer thing, right? And that's not... I wouldn't say that's a strong point. Like, look at Overwatch on the Switch.
Miitopia?
That came out. You were excited about that one.
Yeah, but not anymore.
Well...
Project Triangle Strategy.
So this is actually funny.
Can I just tell you, Project Triangle Strategy was a placeholder title. It was not supposed to be the name of the game. It was supposed to be a placeholder. First off, that's a stupid placeholder. It's a stupid title. And guess what? They couldn't come up with a better title.
You can now pre-order Triangle Strategy. That's the name. They just kept it.
They could not come up with a better name. I'm sorry. Yeah. And then naturally, the one thing that they did announce that's at the direct that we all lost our minds for because we did not see it coming, Breath of the Wild 2 and Splatoon 3.
Well, Splatoon 3 was announced prior.
Yeah, but whatever. We didn't know that it was coming. We were surprised by it.
Splatoon 3, I just want to know...
what's going on?
So, in the next direct... because we're due for one. There has to be one coming up soon.
Yeah, like I said, we're 110 days in. We're due for a new direct.
If whatever direct that we get a major update, and when they start up the marketing engine for Splatoon 3, we are probably going to get it the following quarter. So if next month we get a direct and it's very heavy focused on Splatoon 3, I think that will be a summer release. If we don't hear about it until the spring, I think it will be a fall release. If we don't hear about it, any news until the summer, I think it'll get pushed back to 23. But I'm hoping we get some news soon, and they're like, coming April 10th. Just throwing a date out there.
So, to put things in perspective, when it comes to Nintendo, Breath of the Wild was originally announced in 2013. The game went through so many delays, it didn't release until 2017.
Wow, I didn't realize that was the initial thing. But it's the best game ever of all time, according to some site recently, right?
Somewhere. So, I would not be surprised if Splatoon 3 got delayed.
But Splatoon 3 is not ambitious. It's not. They have the bones for it already with Splatoon 2.
I mean, yeah.
I really don't know what the excuse is for taking Breath of the Wild 2 so long. Is because Breath of the Wild 2 was originally supposed to be Breath of the Wild DLC expansion, and then they were like, oh, it's so much, we'll just make it another game. Like, would they lose the original files and they had to remake it from scratch? What's the deal?
So they realize that they've got to turn a DLC into a full-fledged game that's worth $60, and now they're trying to stretch it.
I guess. Also, it's like immense pressure and hype because this thing is gonna freeze to death and die in the shadow of Breath of the Wild if it's not amazing.
It has to do well.
And I mean, it's going to do well. It has to be great in order to not look like comparative shit.
I'll be honest with you, from what I saw in that tech demo, I don't see it.
I'm probably not going to get it.
Breath of the Wild 2 looks like Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. They're doing that type of a take on it. I think they need to be innovative. I think they need to be so innovative that they need to include Zelda as a playable character.
That's never happened. That's not going to happen.
They need to break the mold. They need to do something different.
Open world. Oh, no. Damn.
They need to maybe not make Zelda the primary character, but there should be a section or something. Like, they need to
time travel. They can add time. Oh, damn it. No, they did already too. Jeez. A timer where if you take too long... No,
die.
No.
That they're going to add the entire world with water. Skyward Sword.
Oh, no. I already did
that. They need to do something different. I just don't know.
Can't you do that in Age of Calamity? Keep going. Keep going. All the people from Zelda are going to get bored with fighting each other and go racing and go-kart. No, that one's done too. Maybe they'll play a board game? No. Tennis? Maybe they'll just all decide to just throw down and fight each other. As long as it has good netcode, I don't see how that could backfire.
Super Smash.
Yeah, so Breath of the Wild 2... I mean, Breath of the Wild 2 is not coming out next year, is it?
No, it's not coming out. It won't even be out in 2023.
They said 2022, right?
I don't believe them. I don't believe them.
Zelda Kart. That's gonna be the twist in the new Mario Kart. It's just gonna have Zelda characters. Just so they can say, well, this is why we didn't do Breath of the Wild 2 yet. We've been working on Zelda Kart.
What if the new Mario Kart twist is that there isn't carts, that there's a game mode where you're riding like horses or animals or something?
I guess. Then can you still be Yoshi, or it's just Yoshi? He's just running.
No, you're riding Yoshi.
They're gonna do a wicked take and make Ganon the good guy. Yes. Ganon's just a misunderstood. Misunderstood guy. I'm actually looking at the direct notes from the direct of other things.
Okay.
Kirby, the new Kirby game is supposed to be coming out in spring of this year. Interesting. Yep. Haven't played.
Haven't
Kirby
heard
game in a
anything
long time.
about that.
Yeah, Splatoon 3, Bayonetta 3. Nobody cares about that.
Nobody cared about Bayonetta 3.
What was the other thing? The Star Wars battle royale thing is supposed to be coming, and I think it's going to be awful. But
oh yeah,
they released it and hyped it up, and I haven't heard anything about it. Maybe a teaser trailer came out, but still no release date, no details, nothing.
Nintendo Direct was a whole bunch of empty promises. The Nintendo Direct was a whole bunch of, here's our storyboard of concepts for games that are coming. They're not ready for release yet, but here they are.
Yeah. It's here's what's going to be awesome next year. Next year. What else? Yeah, that was all the stuff. We talked about Chocobo GP. Castlevania Advanced Collection I might pick up at some point, because I love those. Those are my favorite Castlevania games, were for the Game Boy Advance.
Here, Castlevania, and the only thing I can think of is Hotel Transylvania.
Ew. That's shame upon you for making that correlation. Hot Wheels Unleashed I never played it.
Oh,
I think
that could be a good
I think Mand Amazing played that. Hot Wheels
yeah.
Unleashed. Looks good. It looked good. I might get it on sale for me to play with my son eventually. Yeah. Speaking of, let's transition to that segment before we close it out. What have you been playing with Little
Arius
Red?
is coming soon, isn't it?
What is it?
Pokemon Arius or Arius or whatever.
Oh, Arceus. Yes, that's
Yeah.
coming out very soon.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
That's on pre-order, but that's silent. Like nobody's talking about that.
Aaron did, but right channel. Oh yeah, Mr. Amazing did it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, when Arceus comes out like next week, right?
It's on the Switch, like it's being shoved in your face.
It's coming out on the 28th.
Okay. I knew it was
28th.
coming soon.
Are you going to get it? I'm all ready to buy it. What do you think, Corporal?
I'm ready to buy it because it's exactly what I asked for. I asked for a Breath of the Wild Pokemon game. Like that's exactly when Breath of the Wild came out, those were my words in our first episode.
We already hype about it. Yo, is Team Ochre gonna play it? I mean, it's not co-op, but like you guys are gonna. I'm assuming you guys are gonna stream it, right? So here's a question, Corporal. You're getting your Genshin shoes on. You got your wallet open to get some good wishes. You're gonna get knee deep in Genshin just for Arceus to come out. What will you do?
That's why I'm not super hyped about Arceus. Like I will wait for it to come out to see if it's worth my wallet. Because I've got too many things that are in front of me right now that I don't want to buy another game that I'm just... Do you know how much money I have spent on Assassin's Creed games and I have not touched any of them? And I love the Assassin's Creed series. Love them.
Wait, Corporal is going to whale? No, he's not. He will not be a whale. He's not going to be a whale in Genshin.
No.
Chat might try to make him into one.
I've got mortgage to pay. I'm not. That's not going to happen.
Oh, we might have a special guest.
Meow.
Stream. Hi. Yeah, hi. Are you hungry? It is getting late.
It is getting late.
Come here. Everybody wants to see you.
No, not everyone. Just you.
No, everyone loves to see the #1 streamer cat.
Stream mascot.
Yes, he's a good boy. He's so heavy. He's so fat. He's one chunky boy. Okay. Oh god.
Yeah, I'm
do some squats with you. I'm
looking at the pictures on the Switch for this game, Arceus, and I mean...
It's either going to be great or it's going to be, like, not finished.
Which is why I want to wait for it to come out.
Yeah.
JoJo's here for the cat. That's all she cares about.
See? Yo, JoJo, Huxley Cat is a chunky boy. He is a chunk. He's huge.
Chunky.
He's like a raccoon. He eats the dog's food. The cat bullies our dog and eats her food. And I think that's why he's gotten so big, because he's eating dog food.
All right, is there anything else?
What have you been playing with Little Red?
Minecraft.
Regular Minecraft.
Yeah.
Base Minecraft.
Base Minecraft.
Have you tried Minecraft in VR yet?
No.
What are you doing? What are you doing with your life?
I left my VR headset in the truck.
It's gone. You live in Florida. It's gone. You'll be lucky if the truck is still there. No, you have not played Minecraft in VR yet?
No. I haven't gotten with you to figure out how to get it onto the console because it's not in the main
It literally, you create a shortcut on your desktop and you add like a little snippet of code so that it launches the VR version of Minecraft.
The cat is trying to bulk up.
He's trying to hit his target weight. If his target weight is the same weight as me, then yes, I understand his strategy. Otherwise, I don't know what he's doing emptying the dog food bowl. Corporal, after this stream, I'm going to show you how to set it up because Minecraft in VR is amazing. It's so hard to play. It's so much harder to play in VR. Everything scares the shit out of me. It's so much harder to play in VR than it is to play mouse and keyboard. But it's.
And we just talk about the dope ass skateboard behind you real quick.
Oh, yo, this?
Yeah.
Have you seen this?
I know. I mean,
Oh.
I've seen it all night in the stream.
Oh, you don't know? You don't know. Hold on. I don't know if I can get to it without pulling my headphones
I like
out.
how it automatically bleeped out my bad words.
So this is not your average board, ladies and gentlemen. This is not your average board. So first of all, very cool front. It's got finger holes to carry it.
Oh, that's cool.
And this is actually a demo board that I got from my parents.
Okay.
Yes. But ready? Are you ready to have your mind blown? I'm going to show you something you've never seen before. Ready?
Is that all aluminum?
This board is made out of recycled cans.
Wow.
The whole board is made out of recycled cans. It's like stupid thin.
How heavy is it?
It's got like big trucks. It's not my lightest board. My bamboo board is my lightest board. It's got the reverse kingpin trucks there. Yeah, it's made totally out of recycled cans.
That's pretty dope.
It's got zero flex to it. But
so
it's
there's
like
no bounce.
There's no bounce, but it's like it rides really low. It's really fast. And it's because it's got no flex, it's super stable. Actually, I will show you. So that's the demo board. But I will show you where you can get your own and arguably cooler version of this board. And that is right here on creamsurfboards.com. Actually, how can I send this?
I'll just type it in chat.
Well, I have the actual link. So don't put it.
Surfboards.
Here, I'm gonna put it in chat. So that is in chat the actual board. This is like I said, I have the demo and I've test wrote it to death and it's amazing. But yeah, you can get your very own at creamsurfboards.com. It's got 4 finger holes. It's got a more streamlined graphic, and all made out of recycled cans. So
cool.
It's my parents' brand, Cream Surfboards. Check them out. If you end up getting one, make sure you put that the Nintendads sent you. Oh, I just saw Hero's cat thing. It's weird. Certain things don't show up in chat on Streamlabs. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, because it's a GIF or an image or whatever, it won't populate there.
But yeah, so cool. So yeah, you're playing Minecraft with Little Red. I've been playing Mario Kart with Little. My son needs a gamer tag. He's at that point in his life.
You can't call him Dean the Dancing Machine. That's too generic.
I'll figure something out.
He's the Bean.
The Bean.
I don't know.
Coffee is the bean. Okay. Side quest. What is your gaming New Year's resolution? I already have a feeling I know what it is. And it's sort of similar to mine.
To be the best gamer there ever was. To travel across the land and collect them all.
Yeah, now you're just playing into Arceus. Or are you talking about Halo? Trying to find all the bases.
In Halo, I want... One of my gaming resolutions this year is to be able to solo Halo on Legendary all the way through. I have Legendary soloed every single Halo game, so it's not like I won't be able to do it, but like I have a method to my madness, and I want to be able to do it in a certain way, just like I've done with all the other games. and like 100% complete the game in Legendary.
It'd be interesting if you could do the same trick that you did in your current campaign in Legendary and just... Whew.
I'll be honest with you, I don't know if I'll be able to, because I've been told that in Legendary mode, snipers are of abundance, and they will take me out of the sky so fast. But if I can, I might try it. I might try to speed run the game in Legendary.
Do it.
That I would stream.
Do a single stream.
Just to be speed running the game.
One stream to clear the whole game in Legendary.
Ooh, okay. I'll see what I can do.
I would. That would be really impressive. I don't know if that's. I don't think that's realistic.
I don't know if it's possible, but we'll see.
My New Year's resolution is to not buy games and not play them. It's such the cliche, but like, I got Loop Hero when it came out on Switch, and it was hyped up. Everybody said it was like addictive. It was like crack. And I played it, and I've played it, and I just don't... I understand it, I can play it, but I don't get it. I don't get the... Like, I'm not hooked on it. Like, not even close. And... Like, there's other games, like, that have been like, oh, this game's super addictive, and I've tried it, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm hooked. Loop Hero, not doing it for me. Not doing it for me. I don't get it. And it makes me feel like I'm not getting something because it was so universally praised.
You're not a
sort
true
of
gamer.
like
you're not getting whatever the
another game that I got.
Metroid Dread.
That I was not hooked.
I'll be honest with you. I like the Metroid series, but the moment I saw that release, I was not excited.
I was excited, and the more I saw, the more excited I got. And then I started playing it, and like 3 different times, the game had something happen and cut my way backwards off. So in Metroid, you usually you get a power-up, and then you go back to all your previous areas, and you find the things you couldn't find before. Like 2 or 3 different times, and I've not played through a huge amount of the game. I would get an upgrade, and then something would happen in the game where I couldn't go back to explore previous parts of the level, and I had to go forward in a new area. And I'm like, that takes away my agency. That takes away my choice. Like, the controls are good, the gameplay's good, like, that all checks out, but like, I don't know. Just, there's things in there that I'm not super big fan of. But I need to go back and play it. Or I need to sell it. Even though the box is pretty cool. But yeah, my New Year's resolution is going to be to try to not get games that I'm not going to play. Because if the year is timed correctly with the release of Splatoon 3 and Sunbreak, and they don't release around the same time as each other.
And Halo co-op.
Yeah, I guess.
And Halo co-op.
I guess so. Actually, now, the more I'm thinking about that, the more problematic that's going to be. Because Sunbreak is releasing in the summer. So
Halo co-op is going to release sometime in the spring or summer.
And Splatoon 3 is not out. When Splatoon 3 comes out, I'm going in a deep, dark Splatoon 3 hole. Like, that's all I'm going to play for months. And unless it comes out, like, in the early spring, that's going to create some conflicts in my heart and my soul. Because Splatoon 3... If Splatoon 3 and Sunbreak come out within 2 months of each other, I'm going to shit my pants. With excitement, but then with pure terror because I'm just not going to sleep. I'm going to have to divide my waking hours into Splatoon and Sunbreak. And I need them to... I can't eat my 2 favorite foods at the same time because my stomach will explode. I need them to come out I need some air. I need them to both have enough room to breathe and to enjoy them. And the more I think about it, the more I don't think that's going to happen. gamer problems, right?
Yeah.
First world problems.
Exactly.
All right. Well, that is episode 50 for us.
Yay!
Yay! Yeah, I will be back tomorrow with some impactful Genshining, and many questions.
You should keep an eye out for a truck with 6 wheels and flies.
Why is that in Genshin?
I think it's a garbage truck. Truck, flies, garbage.
I'm dead. I only made it to episode 50. There's only one Nintendad left standing.
Yes, victorious.
Thanks for the podcast, both. My first one. Awesome, Tom. Yeah, I'm super glad you can make it back. Definitely go back. We have a wide library of 49 other episodes. Probably, I think we started putting them on Facebook in video form at like episode 30, maybe 20 something.
It's in phase 2, Fall Transformations, episode 19 and 20.
Oh, wow. Okay. It's 3 a.m. here, so glad you're ending it now. Oh, my God. You're hardcore, Tom. Thanks for coming through. Hero, thanks for coming through. Hero, please help me tomorrow on the stream. I have so many questions about Genshin. I'm so lost. I have not done any wishes yet. I've not done one wish.
Your wish situation is confusing me, so, like, somebody needs to help you.
I need guidance. I have, like, 3,000 Primo Gems, and I have not touched them. And I have not wished. I have not done anything. So, tomorrow night is going to be my popping my cherry for wishes and Genshin things. I've done nothing except play. I haven't even looked really at the microtransaction situation, anything. I just know that I have 3,000 something Primo.
Do you know that you grinded
gems
up to level 9 and then realized you knew nothing about what you were doing?
Yes. I like the combat.
That's
Devil.
all you care about.
So, I need everybody to come through and tell me how to spend my gems tomorrow.
Convince him to be a whale.
I do speak whale. All right, everybody, we will see you in the next one. I will see you tomorrow, and then we're going to stream Genshin on Friday.
Yes.
It's going to happen.
I'm going to try to find some time to play Genshin so that I can charge through up to the 15 or 16.
Save them until you have 1,600. I have 1,600. I already have 1,600.
Jeremy, welcome. Jeremy showed up.
Welcome. He was in your Genshin stream, right?
Jeremy was in my Genshin stream, and this man helped walk me through so much. Please
reach AR16. I feel like I can reach AR16 by Friday. I'm gonna be hyper focused tomorrow about learning and leveling. Somebody tell me real quick before we end. What level do you unlock daily quests at? The what is it? The Adventurers Guild, right? The daily. I remember somebody saying like as soon as you unlock the Adventuring Guild or dailies, then you level up faster. Do you unlock that before 16? I'm 9 right now. AR 12 if I remember correctly. Okay, so I'm almost there. I'm like this. I have like a small amount of my XP bar left before I hit 10. So I can definitely grind it out to 12, and then once I hit 12,
5, and I need to get.
Figure out how to get it on your phone.
Dude, on mobile is stupid large. It takes up my entire storage.
I don't want to hear excuses. I want to see levels.
I'd have to get rid of every picture of my son if I'm going to
you have more phones than any person that I know. Do it. Do you want to level up fast? Let's look for your Oculus. Oh, Animoculus and Geoculus. Ah. I thought you meant the Oculus. I'm like, wait, Genshin VR? Be sick. Animoculus and Geoculus. Does that really help you level up quickly? Like, do you get a lot of XP from finding those? Because I'll do that. I'll go on tour. I'll go on tour of the land. I will search far and wide. Alright, we've dragged this episode out long enough. I will see you guys tomorrow. We will see you guys on Friday. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.
Peace, everybody.